Howard Kendall looks cheerful, although that lead was wiped out within 3 minutes by a Sheffield Wednesday side who've made a true contest of this semi. So Howard Wilkinson is out there exhorting his players before they start the extra half hour. So in this first period of extra time, Sheffield Wednesday playing left to right. A replay would take place at Main Road, Manchester next Tuesday. Standing room only there. Ratcliffe. Harper. Now that is a good ball. Adrian Heath is onside. Sharp is in the middle. Richardson wants it pulled back. Here he is, and Sharp's got free behind Shirtliff, but Alan Harper, perhaps hopeful of a second, that would be asking too much maybe. The ball finishes in the middle of the supporters behind the goal, a quick kiss. Thompson on Mountfield. Sharp's there, and it's been turned behind by Snowden for a corner. While Everton are the extra time experts, and here they are on the attack in the first period. Reed. Stevens. Bracewell. Heads it back in. Richardson. Mountfield is still forward. Bracewell. Sharp is hovering dangerously! Goal! What a finish by Graham Sharp! 8 minutes into extra time. Everton are back in the lead. It was a good diagonal ball, but Sharp finished that majestically and scores to send the Evertonians back into raptures and to give them the sniff of Wembley again. Sheffield Wednesday, thanks to Graham Sharp, are asked to come from behind for the second time. What a volley! They talk about spectacular goals. That one will be remembered for quite some time. They'll talk about Sharp's finish there, but they'll also talk, the Everton camp I'm sure, about the way that Paul Bracewell delivered the pass. It was accurate, it was penetrating, and Sharp made it absolutely conclusive. This is Bracewell. There he is again. And Gary Megson, they've got a beaver away now, and they've got Chamberlain free. Three waiting in the centre for Wednesday. Can he pick his man? Another chance. All a bit messy, but a corner. A corner to Sheffield Wednesday. And it's going to come out to Gary Shelton. He left it for Shutt, who in turn found Shirtliff. Good effort, and beautifully picked out by Bobby Mims. But when you look at that shot from Shirtliff again, you'll see there was an Everton player on both posts. They'd held their ground to cover their keeper in case. The last minute of the first period. Shirtliff. Richardson, a good ball. Adrian Heath. Sharp's making a run across the box now. He's checked a bit. It's still Heath. And Reed comes in, and Sheffield Wednesday clear with Sterling. Back by Mountfield. Offside given. Forward by Shelton, that's dangerous. Mountfield and Chamberlain's in there. He's still there, and so's Thompson here. Oh, he might have done better. Gary Thompson. Let's give the goalkeeper some credit for making the save, but it was Mountfield who was uncertain, Chamberlain who pestered him, and Thompson who put his shot rather nearer to the keeper than he might have wished. And that happened right at the end of the first period of extra time, and Graham Sharp, who missed a chance towards the end of the 90 minutes, is the man whose goal has put Wembley in Everton's sights again. So now, Everton, 15 minutes away from their third successive FA Cup final, which would equal Arsenal's feat in 78, 79 and 80. Kevin Sheedy grinning there, he's on the injured list. Trevor Stephen behind him and Lineker too. But Howard Kendall's seen all this before. Extra time in an FA Cup semi-final, almost an annual event for these people. But they're in a position here where they've got to do some defending yet, as Sheffield Wednesday seek a second equaliser. It's going to be Snowden with the free kick for Wednesday. Hart is calling on the far side. Here he comes now, Paul Hart, and Shelton's in there with Stevens. Corner. Snowden to take it. And Hart's there again, and Megson's there! And on the roof of the net from Gary Megson. Against the club for whom he played in the semi-final, Gary Megson, back in 1980. He was substituted and disappointed that day, and he'll be disappointed there that that couldn't have crept under the bar. Vanden Hauwe forward. It was a tentative start to this semi-final by Everton, but my word, they've come strong. Oh, and Reid has got the better of Madden, and Shelton had to cover. Come on, says Peter Eustace, get the ball back in play. Shirtliff for Sheffield Wednesday, across to Snowden. Hart is playing now as virtually a full-time attacker up there. Wednesday have sacrificed the extra central defender to try and get the equaliser. Madden looking for Chamberlain. Inside to Sterling. Chamberlain again. Thompson! It was a chance. It just fell for him to shoot from Chamberlain's approach work, but things at the moment just not going Wednesday's way. Free kick to Everton. Shirtliff didn't like the decision, but not much is going Wednesday's way for now. Everton have got just what they wanted. The chance to stay on the attack, to kill a few precious seconds. They won't be risking too many men forward here. In fact, Derek Mountfield has stayed back in defence for this free kick. Ratcliffe and Reid, the players closest to the ball, and Reid organising things. This is Ratcliffe. Out to Harper, into Heath. Reid. Heath again. Harper. Reid. Still Peter Reid. What a good little run. And it took 3 defenders to get the ball off him. We're in the last minute. Ratcliffe. Offside. The Evertonians thought it was the final whistle, but it's not, you know. players asking the referee how long there is to go. Thompson heads on. And Everton have reached the FA Cup final for the third year running. Only the second club to do so this century. Graham Sharp's winning goal proves decisive in extra time. Neville Southall on crutches. One of those, along with Trevor Stephen there, who can only stand and observe the celebrations this time, because Everton, with their old goalkeeper Martin Hodge disappointed, Everton and Howard Kendall can continue to pursue their dream of the League and Cup double, and when they get to their dressing room, they're going to find out that we've got the first ever Merseyside FA Cup final between Everton and Liverpool. And all Sheffield Wednesday can do is experience the desolation that always envelops the losers on semi-final day. They fought hard, they started well, but in the end, it wasn't quite enough. Everton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1.
And the Sheffield Wednesday manager, Howard Wilkinson, and his players need in no way be ashamed of that display. They approached the game well, taking the honours early on, but as legs tired, the midfield became less crowded, and Everton's special qualities shone through. Peter Reid has rightly had his share of recognition, but the most accomplished player on the field for me was Everton's Paul Bracewell. And while Everton were on the receiving end and untidy, he wasn't. And here's just one example of his coolness on the ball. The neat, deceptive turn to make space, and a perfectly flighted right foot pass to Richardson sets up one of Everton's rare first half attacks.
Well, this is the third time we've played Sheffield Wednesday this year, and from a midfield it's usually over the top, you know. I think as the game went on, a lot of players got tired and the midfield came into it more towards the end.
How did you feel your own role in the match developed?
Like I said, obviously it was end to end up in the air, and a lot of tired legs out there. I think we got it down and pushed it around a bit and played sort of the football we can play.
And it was when the legs began to tire that Bracewell showed his class. First, a demonstration of how to weight what looks to be a simple pass perfectly, and it made Richardson's crossing task easier, and as the ball comes back to him, his own accurate left-footed cross to Sharp shows he not only has 2 feet, but he knows how to use them too. And there's no question about his running power, which on this occasion commanded the pass from Sharp into the penalty area. And the well-timed cross to Heath at a perfect angle and pace presented Heath with a gift, but unusually Adrian's control let him down. Well, that was a chance made when there was space. Bracewell created the winning goal for Sharp when there wasn't. That was until this header pushed the play wide, and his supporting position enabled him to receive the ball back from Richardson, choose the right foot this time round, and beat the whole of Wednesday's defence with an exquisitely flighted chip to make Sharp and Everton's day. Well, in these days of brash performers, it's refreshing to meet a modest one.
Bracewell. Sharp is hovering dangerously. Goal!